Hello, my beloved psychopaths, and welcome to the Siron Show. So, since I already finished my next video way too early, I think it's gonna be good. It's on JoJo's part 1. So now I'm just here with my good friend. Please introduce yourself.
Yo guys, it's okay, just call me Savage or something.
All right, I'm here with my good friend Savage, playing a bit of Risk of Rain while talking about JoJo's Part 1, which I forced him to watch with me.
Yeah, you totally did.
As you might know or not know from my first video, I really love JoJo's, and as you're gonna find out by my second video, I don't love Part 1.
Nah, I wasn't the biggest fan either.
So we're gonna play a bit of Risk of Rain. We're playing easy, so it's simple to just talk a bit.
Yeah,
We're using a couple of artifacts, so you can either just relax and watch us play a bit of Risk of Rain, or you can hear us discuss about JoJo's. One thing though, we will be spoiling, of course. This is just a bit freeform. We don't want to hold ourselves back. If you want to keep it spoiler free, maybe just watch the video when it drops on Saturday. What did you think about part 1?
Oh man. Well, what should I say? First of all, it was kind of weird because I didn't want to watch it. And
Oh yeah, that's the thing about JoJo fans. They want you to watch it despite you not wanting to watch it.
yeah,
But you're not gonna regret it, mate.
your other friend didn't want to watch it either. Was no.
I think he enjoyed it more though. I think he enjoyed it a lot
maybe.
more than you and I even. I think he
Yeah,
didn't
but
have
he
a lot of
watches
problems.
more anime in general. I don't
I
watch
guess
anime
so.
a lot.
I mean, yeah, sure. So, except for not liking it, what were your thoughts on it?
It's too old-fashioned.
That's one thing that I really felt. The story feels old-fashioned. It didn't age that beautifully, I feel like.
And you also feel like that the only really important characters there are just JoJo himself and Dio, and you don't fucking care about the rest.
That's definitely true. So, speaking about Jonathan, what were your thoughts on him as a main character?
You know, to be honest with you, it's kind of uninteresting, but I can not pinpoint why. He doesn't have any real conflict. He's just there. He's alive.
More or less, yeah. I describe him as just a gentle giant.
Yeah, that was actually pretty good. Yeah,
I feel like that's a pretty good description. He's
everyone kind of is a giant in JoJo's.
well, the main
are-
characters definitely are.
They are all so fucking huge. It's almost scary.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be worse, dude. It's gonna be worse.
If I'm ever going to watch it,
I'm gonna force you.
oh boy, you scared the shit out of me. Okay.
Yeah, don't fuck with the Siren.
I thought you were wholesome.
Well. Speaking about wholesome, that's I think that's Jonathan to a T, but there's not not a lot more to him except for being wholesome.
Yeah.
And I feel like the one thing where that actually works pretty nicely is in contrast with Dio. So yeah, I think it's pretty clear that from a very early point that Dio is a bad guy.
But that also comes in as a refreshment because everything is kind of boring up until that point, until he comes into the game.
So, did you like Dio?
Yeah, I liked how I disliked him.
That's good. I think
because,
Dio is
yeah,
the one
yeah.
part of part 1 that works pretty well. I think he's maniacal. He's pretty crazy.
Should I tell you what made sense how they introduced him?
What did?
He kicked the dog right away.
First thing he does when meeting JoJo.
He sees the dog, he fucking kicks him in the face and says, dogs disgust him and stuff. The thing that he said in addition to that was because they are submissive, and that speaks for his character because you know by the storytelling of that he is the exact opposite of a submissive person.
Oh yeah, right.
Of a person who just follows along and wags
He's
their
really
tail
a
and stuff.
natural leader in a
Yeah,
way.
and so without saying stuff about him, you instantly know a lot about him.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's what they
Definitely.
did very right. So the antagonist is interesting, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's
That's probably the
definitely one.
only good thing.
Really? Did you not like Speedwagon?
I forgot who that is.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know anymore.
He has yet to witness the glory of Speedwagon.
Is that the guy with the hat?
It's the guy with the with a knife head. Well, we will get to see more of Speedwagon, and he's more of a good meme than a good character. I mean, he's
The
still.
memes. Oh, the memes. The memes.
Oh, you will get to love the part 3 memes.
Yeah.
So the power system we were introduced to in part 1 is this concept called the ripple, or it's called Hamon in many other translations. What did you think of that? Do you even remember what it was about?
Dude, to be honest, I don't understand. I did not understand the power system, and the only thing that I can remember when they do something, extraordinary, when they use their powers, they always scream overdrive.
Sunlight Hero Overdrive! The screaming is not gonna stop, but it's gonna get more
Yeah, okay.
more unique.
The screaming is not the problem, but why don't you explain the power system now to me?
Well, the power system of part 1 is basically you breathe, you get weird sunlight powers, and for some reason your arm can stretch, right? It's pretty freaking weird. But all it basically does is giving you power over vampires and zombies, because you can kill them in basically one hit. But it's not really used for anything else, except for, dislocating your shoulder and healing yourself again.
Yeah, but say this again for me. You breathe the sun.
No, you breathe and you get powers of the sun. Yeah, it makes no sense.
But
Of
but,
course,
but where
it
does
makes
this
no
come?
sense, it's
Where
fantasy.
does this power come from? Why do they have this? Why?
Uh, I don't know. It comes from breathing. It comes from the sun. I don't get it. It doesn't make a lot of sense.
You see, that's kind of the first problem because they don't explain it. You don't know why, or
They don't really,
even
and
how
there's
it really works.
and there's not yet
So-
a lot to explain. I feel like it's just a simple system of you breathe, you punch hard, you win.
Yeah.
That kind of sums
But
up
it's
part 1.
Yeah.
It's simple. It's easy. I feel like the author noticed that problem and changed it up with part 2, because the characters are
Okay.
way more strategical, use the power in way better ways, and
okay.
still I don't love part 2 as I love the other ones, but it's way better, and I think you're gonna enjoy it a lot more. If you just
fiction-
watch part 1 and part 2, you're probably not gonna get it as well as you would if you watch all of it or more of it.
Yeah, okay, but that kind of goes with every series, right?
Kinda, but way more so in JoJo, because it really, really changes. We will get to future parts at another time.
Yeah.
But speaking of future parts, as you know, Jonathan fucking dies in the end of part 1. So we're
was
gonna get a
actually a-
new main character in part 2. What did you think about Jonathan dying so suddenly at the end?
Well, you don't really see main characters dying a lot, so just simply doing that is a big statement.
It is, right?
Just doing that.
I mean, both the main
But-
villain and the main characters die at the end of part 1.
Dio and JoJo died in the same fight at the same time.
Yeah.
That's even bolder. Holy shit! I almost forgot about all of this.
Oh, you did? So I feel like
Almost.
a big problem of part 1 was this JoJo was Jonathan. So getting a new JoJo in part 2 is gonna be a big change, and I think is gonna make you enjoy the show way more. Also because the second JoJo, Joseph Joestar, is a way
Joseph.
better main
Okay.
character.
Okay, so we had Jonathan Joestar, and now it's Joseph Joestar.
Yes. it
Okay.
is.
And when will they run out of names which start with Joe?
Oh, in part 5 they cheat because the main character is called Giorno Giovanna, which is written with a G.
What the fuck is this?
I feel like Jonathan in the show, I mean, he's so nice that he even turns other villains good immediately. His buddy Speedwagon was a villain in the beginning. So, if you would have to point out one thing about JoJo's, which would you say did you like the most?
It's it is bizarre and it's completely over the top, and that I
Right.
tend to like generally.
Oh yeah.
And when I realized that this frickin' sound, which appears in every meme, really comes from this outro,
Yeah.
that made my day. That was really cool.
Right. The to be continued meme. So the thing you
And-
liked the most about JoJo's Part 1 was the memes. That's a good
Basically, yeah.
start.
Basically, yeah, that was
Oh, you're gonna love Part 3. So, and what was the one thing you liked the least?
that there were no important,
Oh,
and in any way,
died.
important female characters.
oh that's right.
And I really disliked how Jonathan's girlfriend was just used as a way for Dio to hurt him. She's basically the meat on the market, and that's no.
Yeah,
We need-
it's kind of old-fashioned.
We need, yeah, it's way too old-fashioned.
There-
And also that Dio kicked the dog.
But I feel like that was a good thing for getting to know Dio as a character.
Yeah, sure, but I still dislike it.
I guess, sure.
Hmm.
All right, that's it for today, I guess. There's not that much to talk about with Part 1, I feel. There are some people who
It's-
like it, but
it's
most
meh.
people don't. It's kind of meh.
it's meh.
It's meh.
It's just
yeah.
meh.
If you want to know
bearable.
more about what I think about JoJo's, you can check out the video that's gonna drop on Saturday, which is watch JoJo's Phantom Blood. It kind of goes into why you should definitely watch it, despite it not being amazing. So with that being said, have a great day. Don't forget that madness is our only hope. Order that subscribe button and goddamn it, smile, motherfucker!